Hi, my name's Tony Venturella. Welcome to the 4th episode of my sports show. Well, I've been off for almost a week now, and it is because I am completely sick of hearing about Roger Clemens and Brian McNamee. You can't turn on ESPN for the past week without it completely being dominated by this coverage. Ooh, who's lying? Is Roger lying? Is Brian lying? Who took this? Who took that? I'm just like, oh my... I'm sick of it. I am so sick of hearing those two names, Roger Clemens, Brian McNamee, that as the last you're going to hear about it from me until there's actually something decided. All right. Anyway, because ESPN's been just blowing up that coverage, I tried to go on ESPN.com, but you can't get any relevant information off of ESPN.com unless you pay to be a member of their insider service, which I think is complete BS, to be honest with you. Why have a website with all this information that you have to pay to get anything relevant? Alright, I don't think ABC and Disney, who owns ESPN, is hurting for money that they need to charge people to find out any type of real information off of their website, ESPN.com. I tried to go on, find out some draft research, see what's going on, who's projected where Mel Kiper and Scouts Inc., Todd McShay, where they're saying that some of these guys are ranked and whatnot, but you can't get any of that information without paying to be an insider, and I'm not going to do that because I think it's BS. So, anyway, my own thoughts on the draft as of right now. The Dolphins have the number 1 pick. I think their best bet would be to trade that pick to stockpile because they have so many needs that need to be addressed, but I don't think there's a trade partner out there for them who'd be willing to go up to the number 1 spot to give the Dolphins what they're looking for. Still yet to be determined. Maybe the Cowboys might try to make some type of play by trading away Marion Barber, whatnot. But if the Dolphins do stay at the number 1 slot, I think the best bet for them is to take quarterback Matt Ryan out of Boston College. John Beck, who they picked last year out of BYU, yeah, he's going to be a career backup. I don't see him ever really being a star in the NFL. Matt Ryan could be a number 1 quarterback in the league. I know it's kind of foolish to say your second-round pick from last year is going to be a career backup, but they probably weren't expecting to have the number 1 pick this year. So if they are stuck with that number 1 pick, I say go for Matt Ryan. As for the Steelers, I think Steelers need to focus completely on offensive line. I said this last year going into the draft. I don't know how me, just being a guy who likes to watch football, noticed this, but the people in the Steelers front office didn't. I noticed last year that they need help on their offensive line. And I said going into that season that our success or failure was going to be because of the play on the offensive line. They didn't really address those issues last year. They should have drafted the center out of USC, Ryan Khalil. They didn't. They struggled with center all year. They were going to use Chucky Okobe, Sean Mahan. They didn't really have an answer on offensive line. So this year, please, Steelers, please address your needs at offensive line. All right, well, that's about it for the sports coverage. Wanted to let you guys know that yesterday I did have a pretty big audition for a movie called The Road, starring Charlize Theron and Viggo Mortensen. It's a post-apocalyptic story where I actually auditioned to be playing a cannibal, so that should be interesting. I will let you guys know when I know. All right, thanks for watching, and keep an eye out for the next episode of my sports show. Thanks.